Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 43.
3 down.
Now Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
65.
Hey, kill. 27.
On second down, it's Pollard. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Casey Hayward brought him down. That's a gain of 3.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
Give me that ball, defense.
We're going to 54. Why?
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Bound to lose one.
Rush in. Kill.
50, Mike 50.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Why?
Kill.
We're going to 54. Going to 54. Why?
Prescott to throw on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Chargers in good field position to start out. First and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
Check 380.
Check 48, come on.
Not here. Left. Hey. Right 7.
Right 48. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Right 89.
On third down, Rivers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. This will be fielded at the 17. No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
25, check 25.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
We're going to 54. Why
49, check 49, check 49.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 72 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Check 48.
Cross the right.
Watch
Load it.
Screen.
Load it.
Watch the screen. Watch twist.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38. Rip left. Rip left. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
Red. Red.
Watch the whip.
3rd and short yardage. Rivers gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rivers to Benjamin. Good for the Charger first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not doing it. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Running on first down, Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon. as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Here we go, 46. Check three. Hey, 47. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hit 180, 390.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Go. Switch it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey. Wait, 89.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So the kick from here, the field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They run it here with Gordon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard again. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. I got you, son. I got you, son. Check.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on.
Elliott. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
10 yards. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
This is Elliott. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, kill. 50, Mike's 50. Took the ball.
And fights through one man. He'll have a first down inside the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Elliott, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, wahoo! Cluster. Hey, I'm gonna go load it.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, Delta.
Mark 30 yards. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Tight go.
Hey, alert 3.
Load it.
Now Rivers on fourth down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
X3.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Delta!
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles.